Welcome to the GMC Machine Tools 10-foot by 1/4-inch capacity hydraulic guillotine shear equipped with power rake and power gapping. Over here we have the NC controller. On this controller you can program a go-to back gauge distance. You can calibrate the back gauge. You can go to the manual mode and you can move the back gauge forwards and backwards. You can increase, decrease the rake, and you can increase and decrease the blade gap. So for the blade raking, for thicker materials, you want to use a more angled rake, and for thinner materials, you want to use a more flatter rake. For the blade gap, increase and decreasing, we have a gapping wheel over here. Everything on the gapping wheel is in thousandths, so the rule of thumb is to do 10% of the material thickness. So in this case, if we're shearing some 1/4-inch material, we want to set the gap for around 0.24, 0.25. In order to move all the functions of the machine, we need to power it on. So on the controller here, we would turn the power switch on. Key switch down here we have to the right is going to be the up and down stroke mode. You'll need this to be in this mode when you're going to cycle the shear for cutting. To the left here is a jog mode, which would drop the blade for things like checking gap when you set the machine up, and for flipping blades and things like that when you want to bring it down and check things out during setups. Normally you're going to leave it in the automatic mode. The key switch right here to the left is going to be for adjusting the rake angle, and then to the right would be for gapping. So in order to do that, you need to be in the jog mode, and then you can adjust the angle or you can adjust the gap, and then you can put it back into the automatic mode. Make sure that your e-stops are off, and then hit the hydraulic start button. Once the machine is started up, you'll see that you'll get your green check lights. PLC is running, auto, the back switches, front switches, all your e-stops are working, and your gap is okay. So in here you could set your shearing length, put in 10 inches, hit enter, and then you'll hit the NC auto start. Now the back gauge will start to move. You'll have the distance in inches and also in millimeters. So this is your desired target, and this is where it's going to move to. If you want to come back to 5 inches, you can put it to 5, hit there, and it'll bring it back. Once you've done that, everything else is ready to go. You've got your gapping set. You can go ahead and step on the pedal and cycle the shear. In the back of the shear, we have e-stops. So if you go in here and you trip these, it will shut the machine off. We'll start it back up. We'll come back over here. Once again, we'll go over to the computer screen, go to the manual mode, and we can work on the blade gapping, increasing, decreasing. So you'll see right here, we hit the decrease button. Make sure it's in jog mode first, and you'll see that the gapping is changing. Once again, you'll do that with the increase and decrease buttons right here. If you want to change the rake, and we have some metal wood boards here to catch the material dropping off so we don't scratch anything for the new user. So we would come back here hit the rake increase or decrease buttons, and you'll see as we do that, make sure you change your angles. Make sure you're in the manual mode. And you'll see the rake going up and down. If we cut a piece first and we need to recalibrate the back gauge, the piece is not quite accurate, we can go to the parameter settings right here. If you want to change from inches or to millimeters, you would select this button right here. You can set your stroke length. If you want to go 5 seconds, will stroke all the way completely across. The shorter you make the stroke length, the shorter the stroke will come down and return back up faster. If you want to retract the back gauge, you can do that here. And to change the back gauge distance, this would be where you would calibrate the back gauge if it's not quite on point. So you would go over here to teach. GMC will come up. You'll type in the password 2001, enter. Hit confirm. Now the green teach mode comes up. You could go in here and you could type in the number you want and teach it the distance that you want it to be at. Once you're done with that, you hit teach again, and that will save the program there. The speed setting is for the back gauge. It's been factory set, so please don't change this. This is the correct speed for the back gauge to work at. Once you're done, go back into the regular mode, and you can go back to your shearing length. Or you can go back here if you want to manually move some of these buttons around. Shearing and returning, this would be going up and down manually, but you're best to do that with the foot pedal. If you have any additional questions, please call us at GMC Machine Tools, 909-947-7787, and ask for tech support. Thanks for watching.